Cindy was trying to kiss on me.
Sure was. Guilty. Oh, goodness.
You got a little spot on your forehead now. It's on your eyebrow now.
No, it's on the screen, goofball. I need to clean the screen on my computer.
Well, we don't have anybody in here yet. But
nope, nobody's here yet. Hello.
Howdy. Or good day to all our Australian counterparts.
Oh, goodness. We just wait on y'all.
I've got a crazy question.
A crazy question.
I guess I just answered it. Never mind.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Good
See
answer.
what I have to live with.
Good answer. I was happy with it.
Goodness.
I always get wise advice from that guy.
Do you?
Not always, no. Sometimes he gets bad advice.
Does he? Bad advice.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, y'all. It's crazy around here.
So
I guess everybody's out enjoying a beautiful day.
Yeah, it is beautiful today. It's beautiful today for y'all that are watching the replay. It was beautiful today.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as beautiful as you.
Oh, how sweet. Look at him trying to get brownie points.
I like brownies.
You like brownies?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Snickerdoodles.
You like snickerdoodles?
Yeah. I like molasses cookies.
Ginger cookies. I like ginger cookies.
Yeah.
Good too.
It is ginger snap and pumpkin.
It is.
Dip season.
Mm-hmm.
And chili.
And chili.
And beef stew.
And beef stew, yes. So come on in here, y'all. Where's everybody at?
Well, we can do a live by ourselves.
I guess we're going to do a live by ourselves.
We're unsupervised.
Uh-oh.
What is going to happen?
Unsupervised.
We have no parental supervision.
That's not good. Unsupervised is not good.
We need to grown up in here before things get carried away. But yeah, we've been working on things on the farm.
Yep.
Making some videos.
Yep.
And putting away pears and apples.
Yes. And tomatoes.
And okra. We've had a lot of people share their harvest with us.
Yes. Thankfully. Thankfully. It's been nice.
It is amazing to me. I know that by the number we produce 70% of our own food. But I have really missed not being able to go out in the garden and pick stuff.
We produce way more than 70% of our own food.
Yeah.
I know you, yeah.
That's just, I just figure in like us going out to eat and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But.
Well, we don't have to go out and eat.
We don't have to.
Mm-mm.
We do.
Mm-hmm. We go out and eat more than we did.
So. This year we have.
Definitely ate out way too much.
Yeah. When I was working town a lot, I did too. And I do occasionally now go out to eat like lunch or whatever. But goodness, I must have.
Smell bad?
My deodorant must have quit. Nobody come in here.
Nobody's coming in.
But
I'm gonna check and make sure that we're live. It says we're live.
Oh, we're blurry. So.
Guess we'll have one person in here because we'll get in there.
Yeah.
Converse with ourselves. I'll ask you questions.
You're going to start asking questions in the chat?
Converse with ourselves. I'll ask you questions.
You're going to ask questions in the chat?
Yeah, I'll ask questions in the chat.
Yeah.
I guess we must have offended everybody last week.
Yeah, that giving away stuff does that.
Mm-hmm.
We should give it all away right now. Let's give it away now. To everybody that's in here.
Me and you. Well, that's crazy.
Oh, one's in here. We got one person.
Hello. Somebody came in almost 5 minutes in and we finally got a viewer. It's me.
I think that was you.
It is.
Oh
it's
my
me.
goodness, this is awesome. We're our own viewers chatting with ourselves.
I need to chat. Let's
So-
see. Let's see. What do I say here? We say.
So does anybody have any interesting questions today?
Yes. What did you do this week?
Oh my goodness, I'm cracking myself up. We're cracking ourselves up. You're cracking me up. Something.
I can give myself a thumbs up too.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I hauled hay, and I checked cattle, and I watered animals and fed livestock, and I mowed, and I trying to remember what else all I did. Probably lots of stuff. Went to town. We went to Kansas City.
I wonder if somebody else is live, and that's why.
Did you thumbs up when you came in?
I did.
All right.
So we got at least one. This
One
is
ear,
crazy.
one thumbs up. That's amazing.
I'm not seeing anybody else live.
Nobody that we're like.
Nobody that we follow.
Nobody that we like. Oh,
Oh, Chicken Hawk Homestead's got a Pawpaw Kentucky banana.
I didn't go check the pawpaws this week. They're probably ready to check them again.
Yep. Oh, we do have somebody else in here. Hello.
Oh, 2 people. Or did you look at us again?
It's not me. I'm not in here now, so maybe there's 2 more people in here.
We've been chatting to ourselves. We've gave ourselves a thumbs up. And we've been enjoying every minute of it. It's good company.
Well, if we don't enjoy, hi Heather. We've been cutting up without you, Heather.
We got 3 thumbs up.
3 thumbs up.
How do you do 3 thumbs?
Here, you put up 2, I'll put up 1. There's our 3.
3 thumbs up.
Oh me. We were about to. Hey, Miss Barb.
Hey,
We were about ready to give up
I was
and go.
about to show everybody how that you had 11 fingers.
Oh gosh, she's a mess.
Notification just went out. Okay. Well, there'll be some more people in here.
It's all
probably.
right. It's all right.
Yep. So you guys kind of let us know what you've been doing this week and what you've been up to. It is foraging season for a lot of
Yes.
people. Some people it's deer hunting season.
Mhm, deer season, which
Yeah.
is kind of foraging.
Yeah, absolutely.
'Cause you're
Some people are fishing quite a bit right
Fishing.
now.
Yep.
And
we got a buddy that's fishing a lot, and he's fishing a lot. He's
Catching a
keeping
lot.
everybody in the church and fish.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
catching the flatheads as they're moving in this weather change and weather front's coming in. So catching flatheads. Yeah, we've been we've got a little garden. We're gonna pick zucchini today.
Yeah.
We've been picking a few tomatoes. Harvest is
Starting, yes.
We've been picking a few tomatoes
Mm-hmm.
and
Just
a
a
few
few.
eggplant.
We don't have very
a
many
few
plants.
peppers.
Yeah.
Nope, just a few that we planted in tubs.
But lots of folks have been sharing with us.
Yes.
Lots of sharing.
So we've been putting away a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
We've been doing a lot of canning and preserving.
Preserving.
We put a video out this week, especially for Southern Blessed.
And Adam from
Like a bully.
Like a Bully. I
Mhm.
forgot to tag him when I filled it
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah. So I did tag him on like our private page, but yeah.
Had requested a
Mhm.
summer sausage video because they had all eaten our summer sausage and really liked it. So we did a video of how to do that. So if you didn't go catch that, go look at.
I think Barb and Heather both caught it.
Okay.
Yeah. But people watching the replay.
Yep. Go
Can go,
check out our
yep.
summer sausage
Yep.
video. And if you want to learn more about making sausage and curing bacon, September 30th, Bentonville, Arkansas.
Bentonville, Arkansas.
We will be there next week.
Yep.
Speaking about sausage making and bacon curing.
Bacon curing, yeah. Curing bacon and making sausage.
Yep. And
So-
so we will be there. There is a
Mhm.
Ozark Homestead Expo going on inside the Benton County Fair. Yes, it
Thank
was
you, Miss
great.
Barb.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. That is a recipe that I've fiddled with a
Mhm.
lot to try to get kind of where I want it. and it's a very super simple recipe. When I started looking into summer sausage, and I found recipes that had ingredients I couldn't pronounce,
Right.
and things I never heard of, and stuff. It's like, where can you get that? I don't even know if you can order that on the internet. It's like Dr. Seuss type stuff. And
Dr.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you had to have a What's It. And,
Yeah. What's it?
And so and then some of them were really complicated. You had to like put certain temperature water in at a certain stage and make a slurry, and then just some of them were very complicated. And I ended up using like High Mountain kits for a while, and that kind of got me real familiar with the sausage making process. That helped me get more familiar with a good product and how to make it. And then I had doctored some of those and played with some of those some, and then I decided I'd found another recipe one time we made, and it was pretty good, but then I kind of lost track of what it was. It wasn't hard, but then I looked up one and found it and tried to use it, and we did not like it. But it was so simple, I was like, we have to like this.
Yeah.
So I just made her eat it till she finally liked it. No, we started kind of canceling out some ingredients and changing a few things.
It was bitter.
Yeah.
It was very bitter.
It used a liquid smoke in it. And that liquid smoke after it's cooked.
Yes, Miss Barb, the simple recipes are best.
Yes.
Seems like the more complicated they are, it just, yeah. And I think you can get overwhelmed with flavor.
Yeah, I do too. I think you have so many things going on that you're not. But sorry.
Sorry.
Hello, Roy's Homestead.
Hello.
Roy's Homestead bees.
So
our bees have been working. We've got another bloom of wildflowers, and then I see bees all over them. But yeah, the summer sausage recipe the one that we ended up developing is very simple to find ingredients. And probably the only thing you might possibly have a hard time finding is the Morton Tender Quick.
Yeah.
And that, a lot of ethnic grocery stores carry that. A lot of small town grocery stores carry that. And sometimes like your hardware stores will carry that with their canning and sausage making stuff.
Yeah.
And so I know that a lot of times some of our hardware stores carry them, but our little grocery stores carry that too.
But we're
getting them ready for
winter. Yep.
Yep.
But we're in hunting country, and a lot of people take care of their own. There's still a lot of people here that butcher their own beef and pigs. So it's not uncommon for them to butcher their deer themselves and take care of it. So, and that's where a lot of summer sausage gets made out of deer here.
It's good. It's good to use for that.
It's very good.
Antelope and deer. Make really good summer sausage.
Yep.
So
I think we talked ourselves out the first 10 minutes that we were in here.
We had quite a deep conversation before anybody got in here. We had to answer our own questions because we were chatting with ourselves when nobody was in here. So, kind of guys, let me know what the weather's doing where you guys are at. I know we've got people from kind of all over the center part of the United States right now, I think. But yeah, Roy, that's cool. You process your own deer. Yeah, car's car. Yeah, indeed, venison sausage and pepperoni rock.
Yes, they do. We used to like to make pepperoni. He's gonna have to get him a drink of water. The allergy season is here. Roy processes his own deer. Yeah, allergy season is here. We had to come into the church building today because the wind is really blowing outside, so we couldn't sit out on the porch. Wind was really, really bad. So
there's right now if you drive out through the pasture, your bumper gets yellow from the
ragweed.
Goldenrod's starting to do its thing.
Here, you want this?
Huh?
Would you like it? Would you like a paper towel?
Yeah.
Summer sausage. I like summer sausage too.
Yeah. We do too. That we really like. What are them things called? Grazing trays. Is what my family calls
charcuterie board. I can't say charcuterie boards. I can't say it
boards
correctly.
But yeah, my family calls them grazing trays.
Heather's really in Canada. 62 Fahrenheit in Eastern Canada.
Yeah, I have a hard time remembering where everybody's at. I really do. Yeah. I know we have people from all over follow us. So.
Yep.
Yeah. We like the charcuterie boards right now. Well, for our kids' birthday yesterday, each of them got a
stick of
summer sausage, which is actually the ones I made in the video.
Right.
And they each got a pound of homemade mozzarella.
Mozzarella cheese. Yep.
Yep.
Oh man, Roy's out of deer meat. Well, we got just a little bit left in jars.
Yeah, we can on ours.
Oh, cars in Western Canada. Yay.
62 degrees Fahrenheit in Eastern Canada and 62 in Western Canada. It's probably in the upper 80s today.
Oh, it was 94.
94, okay. Yeah, that's the upper 80s.
Yeah. Dry and dusty, Paul and Ty. Yeah. It's same here, Barb. Dry and dusty and...
Barb, South Dakota, right?
I think that's correct. Barb, you're in South Dakota, correct?
So are they cutting wheat there right now, Barb, or what are they harvesting where you're at? This
beans.
There's always the harvest in Kansas goes on for like 6 months.
Well, they start out with
alfalfa.
Iowa.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Iowa.
Sorry.
That's all right.
88.
Iowa.
Yes. So you guys are probably cutting corn right now, aren't you?
They should be a couple weeks behind us.
Yeah, they're cutting corn. They've cut most of the corn around here. They'll cut alfalfa here, and then they'll start cutting some grass hay.
Beans.
They'll cut some grass hay. Oh, they're cutting beans and corn. Okay.
Beans and corn.
They'll cut some grass hay here, and then they'll cut the wheat. They'll just cut like fescue hay, and then cut the wheat, and then they cut brome, and then they cut prairie hay, and then they cut alfalfa again.
Yep.
And then they cut
silage corn.
And then they're cutting beans.
Yep.
And then they cut after wheat beans.
Yep.
And then they're finishing other hay stuff that didn't get finished because all the other stuff. So pretty much all summer.
And then they do dry corn.
Yeah, and then we'll do the corn.
Yeah, because they do corn twice. It depends on their field.
Yeah.
They'll do the green corn for silage corn, and then they'll do the dry corn.
You guys did hay 2 weeks ago.
Hay 2 weeks ago.
What kind of grass hay are you guys doing, Barb? I know when we lived in Eastern Wyoming, there was a lot of orchard grass and stuff planted in the alfalfa. But here, I don't see much orchard grass. A lot of blue stem hay here. I moved a lot of hay this week too. Blue stem, brome, but brome, yeah, I like brome. I like how high the food value is on brome, and it's pretty hardy as far as season changes. We like brome grass. It's good grass. It's good hay. It feeds good. Got a high feed value, fairly high protein for grass hay. Yeah.
So tomorrow we'll have an animal update to show everybody all the animals. Everybody's doing good and growing. And then I need to do a garden update. I think whenever we pick garden this evening, if the wind settles down enough, we'll shoot a video real quick and do a garden harvest video. And I got to show y'all, I got tiny, tiny little bitty green beans. And the zucchini's doing good. Getting a few tomatoes off of our tomato plants. They're just about done.
Car. Have they ever been in here before?
Yes. I think, yeah.
Okay. I don't.
That's okay. I don't.
Not a cow. I remember them.
You remember cows?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
One of the ranchers that I do a lot of work for has some fall calving cows. I've gone and checked on them. I guess the beginning of this week, I'm going to check on them for him because he was out of town.
New-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were in here. Were you in here last week? I think you were in our live last week.
I thought maybe I recognized that name, but I wasn't sure. Yeah. I'm glad you're in here today.
I need to do like Miss Patty does and keep a notebook, yes. And then I have everybody.
Yes, but we don't have it as together as Southern West Homestead.
No.
They're way cooler than we are.
Miss Patty had it together.
She has to keep it together for Mac because he's not.
Right.
Oxalic acid treatments on your bees. Yeah. So Roy, remind me what that's for. Is that for the mites, the varroa mites? Guys, we have been answering some homestead questions the last few weeks, especially after we spoke at the last homesteading expo. We've been answering a bunch of homestead questions, and then we helped at a grazing deal where we met some people that were asking us questions. Yeah, mites. That's what I thought. And it just, I always think, we don't know much. We watch some of these videos, and these people know all the scientific formulas and stuff, and I think we don't know much. And then we start getting asked questions, and it's like, I know the answer to that. I know the answer to that. I remember when that happened. And it blows me away that we actually can answer so many questions. Of course, my wife can answer questions. I knew that. She answered my questions all the time. But
we won't tell what most of the time the answer is.
No.
Oh, goodness.
Wide Farm.
Most links I got are from Wide Farm. Appreciate all the homestead farms. Cool.
Yeah, we're glad you're in here.
We're glad you're in here. Miss Courtney's fun to watch. No, did I get that? I got that. I'm terrible with linking names and channels.
Yeah, I hope you have bees coming in the spring too. We've been kind of checking mine out the other day, and they look like they're doing pretty good. I had a few wax beetles the last time I'd been in them, but when I looked the other day, I wasn't seeing any wax beetles.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Shoot, I get Courtney mixed up with Adrian from Smith family. Yeah. I don't know why. They don't look alike to me or nothing, but like I cross the names on their first names really bad.
Hey, John.
Hey, John. How you doing, bud? Pasture management video.
Thank you, Barb. That. That's something, I've learned some of that when I was a kid. And guys, when everybody else was doing sports, I was doing ag. And I learned some of that, but didn't really practice, just went and did what I was told, for people I was working for. But we've been learning a lot more about pasture management and regenerative pasture management. We've been learning a lot more here lately, so I was kind of relaying some of the things I was learning and relearning. Yep. And our pasture it's not good. I mean,
we still got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It was an old, used up bean field that wasn't great ground, and we haven't had a lot of money to pour into it, so we've done a little bit here and a little bit there, and we are getting back into maybe some decent grass.
Yeah.
That the Korean barb, the Korean Lespedeza, for no more than that's there, that puts there's a lot of feed value in that. It is a really concentrated, it's alfalfa. It compares to alfalfa on everything, on every level, as far as feed goes.
Car says that last time I saw Baylor was 60 years ago. High bees, city folk. It's all right. There ain't nothing wrong with city folk. We were in the big city yesterday.
Oh, I don't know how y'all do that. I was a nervous wreck.
And traffic wasn't bad at all.
I had my head down going.
Traffic wasn't bad at all. I was driving. And
I wasn't going like this while I was driving.
And I drive with the flow of traffic. So that means if nobody's in front of you, you go as fast as you want, right?
John, I had seen that from you earlier on the church stuff. I'm sorry to hear that you're quarantined, but I bet you can get a lot done in your little workshop there in your living room in the next 14 days.
Yep. And you can watch YouTube videos. Yeah. You can start at the beginning on our videos.
And watch all of our videos to help us get our view hours.
All 460, however many of them. I have to look and see. There's a ton of them. I can't remember how many.
I you know, it's all right to be city folks. Yep. It's not all right for me to be city folk. It's all right for you. But you know, it does take all kinds, and
takes all of us.
Takes all of us, and you know, yep. Not everybody in the United States cannot live like we do. We understand that, and you know, it takes bigger and it takes smaller, and it takes people living in cities that are buying products instead of producing, and that's okay. It's okay.
And yeah, well, and you know, they're not. It's not that they're not producing, because they may be working in a place that's producing something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 466 videos. That's a lot of videos, y'all. That's a lot of videos.
And how's your cooking? That's something I always suggest to people that don't have a farm.
Yeah. Yes, the smell. Yeah. I gotta tell you about the smell. We don't notice it anymore. We don't notice the smell at all. And because, like, you know, we got animals close to our house, you know, and so like we got a hog pen really close, and my sister came to visit, and I was just like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm okay." But yeah, I think that was it. She didn't say, but I think the smell was getting her a bit.
Good.
Oh, Roy says as it gets colder, so will the hive beetles.
Yeah, the hive beetles get colder, but the burrow mites eat up
the
things.
Brood. Yeah. Cool.
That's good. That's
good.
That's always I suggest when people say that. So learn to cook.
Learn to cook.
Learn to make. You know, make it all. Do it all. Like that. And that's cool that you're butchering too, Car. That's a skill a lot of people don't have.
Do what you can where you're at. Love the smell of a cattle farm. We got it all, Roy. We got the chickens, we got the cattle, we got the pigs, and the lambs.
Hey, Lori.
Hey, Lori Cart.
I really like, Roy, the smell of cattle themselves. I just think the smell is amazing. I love getting close to our milk cow. I love sitting out by our beef cattle, and they'll come up to the fence.
They're big old babies. Y'all saw that.
Yeah, and we rub on them and stuff.
Oh, see, John doesn't think our farm stinks. Well, let's get a good rain, John, and we'll see it.
The pig pen can get a little ripe when it rains, but our pig pens aren't bad.
And hopefully we'll get some rain this week.
They're usually not bad, and we move them every time we set up a pig pen, pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
Supposed to get rain. Says we might get rain Wednesday evening through Saturday.
Yeah. We're definitely in drought.
Yes.
I guess you'd call drought conditions. We're dry here.
We're dry. We're dry. I did water the garden a little bit. Bull hollered. Awesome.
Yeah. So though we see plenty.
Hey, Tracy.
Here where we live. Hey,
Tracy, come on in.
Hey, Tracy. In the little town south of us, which you guys have seen, maybe you've seen the Home Sundry.
Yeah, Home Sundry. There.
But that town, the streets are really wide brick streets. And if you've got a truck and trailer, you can park in the middle of the street.
Yeah, our downtown is that way too here in Madison.
Yeah, and that's that way a lot of small towns in this part of Kansas. But even Sedan's that way.
Yeah. No. Well, Husky.
And you park right in the middle of the streets if you've got a trailer or whatever. And Hamilton, when there's a scale at Hamilton, and it will be lined up in the spring and the fall with bull haulers.
You're surprised to see some canning only by pressure canning, not open water bath on channels. I've been doing open bath canning all my life, including past families. Ask relatives, never an issue. So are you in Saskatchewan, or just have relatives in Saskatchewan? We love Saskatchewan. We have been there many times.
And we do open bath can.
Yeah, we
Cindy
do. Yeah. Well, water bath can. A water bath can. Oh, yeah. I don't do I put a lid on it, but it's still water bath. It's submerged. But I do a lot of pressure canning. I do a lot.
Yep.
Yep. Now way back in the day, my granny would talk when we do pressure canning. She'd talk about when they didn't have the pressure canners and they just had to boil everything in a kettle, and outside she would have a fire outside and kettle can water bath. Yep, smell of money. Yep, that's exactly what it is, Miss Lori.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I tell people when they say, "Oh, that stinks." It smells like money.
Got a quarter a kid per trailer. Awesome. We didn't get paid. We just had to do it.
The first 6.5 years or so we were in Kansas, I guess we lived on a feedlot, and in the fall it would kind of get strong sometimes. Yeah. So I just tell people it smelled like money.
Relative farmers. Prep is everything for sure to be safe. Yes. Yeah, you got to do a lot of preparing. Yeah. And yeah, it takes a lot longer. Like, I forgot, it's 2 to 3 times as long. Like, if you're water bath canning, some things you have to process 2 to 3 times longer than you would if you were pressure canning them, to make sure you get them high enough temperature for a long enough time to kill bacteria. And yeah. But yep, I enjoy canning. That's one of my things I really like to do. Canned a lot this week. I did pear butter and apples.
Yeah, cattle and feed. Car, we really like Saskatchewan. We spent a lot of time up there and doing mission work and stuff, and we really like it up there. And also, one of our favorite non-Christian music singers right now is from Saskatchewan that we listen to. We listen to mostly Christian music, but we have one we listen to that's not, or a few that we listen to that's not, and one of them is from Saskatchewan, and we've really enjoyed listening to Colter Wall a lot lately. Yeah. And it is a lot of work. Yes. And we enjoy it. We had that discussion, you always kind of, I don't know. We're kind of to the point of pressure cookers are illegal in Canada. Really? Wow. Never heard that. I never either. Weird. Wow. That's different. Is it just the cookers, like the cookers themselves, or a canner as well, Lori? Just water bath. Okay. Yes, all the different sounds on the farm, smells, and watching the young calves grow up. Yeah. John likes to can when it's food he likes to eat. Yeah, if you're not going to eat it, if it's stuff you don't like, no point in going through all the work of growing it. And then, so that's another thing. If you're looking to start a garden, is find out what you like. The cookers themselves. Okay. Like them. So there's a difference between a pressure cooker and a pressure can. There is, by far, and I think that maybe that's the reason some people have problems, because they try to use a pressure cooker like a pressure canner. But yeah, and you, to an extent, you can, but you got to really be careful. Yeah. You got to really be careful. You got to make sure there's lots of safety precautions that you need to follow. The main thing is to leave when it's done processing. For one, you don't leave it while it's going. Did you need a nap? Nope. You don't leave it while it's canning, and then you definitely turn off the fire and leave it alone. Don't move it or anything for a while for a long time, and then you always pull the
weight off first. Make sure there's no pressure still in there that's over that valve. And then before you ever open it, you open it slowly and you stand back. Yep. Huh. That's interesting.
We spent time around Moose Jaw.
Mm-hmm.
We spent time around Milford.
We spent a little bit of time around Calgary and
Regina.
Regina.
Time around Regina.
But I know Calgary's in Alberta.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We were supposed to be in Regina we were supposed to be in Milford this last summer.
Yes, car. Exactly like a hot radiator. Exactly like yes, that's how you treat it. Best to do it outside. If you can do it outside, that is all good. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I grew up around pressure canners, and
we never had an issue. My grandmothers, my mom and my granny, my grandmother, my mama, and me. So far, praise the Lord, we have not had any problems. The canners are provincially regulated. Wow. I wonder if it was the safety. Yeah. Oh, cool. He put the brand on Lori's calves upside down so that she'd get the money. That's awesome.
I worked for a rancher for a long time that he would brand every so many calves, got branded sideways, like his brand set like this, and he'd run it like that, and those went to his church.
Oh, that's cool.
They would either give them to butcher them for people in the church, or they would use the money. And actually, his breed of cattle that he ran had a connection to his church denomination too. But yeah, that's cool that he would brand it upside down for you so you know it was yours.
Yeah, safety reasons, Heather says. Yeah, I'm sure it was a great experience. We didn't raise bottle calves growing up. I have no idea why we didn't.
And then you married me.
And then we married you, and we ended up raising bottle calves.
I'll squeeze a penny out of wherever I got to sometime.
And my dad would call, oh my gosh. My dad just runs bulls year round. And so he would have cows calve in the middle of winter, and he would call us and say, come get this calf. And that poor thing would be so frozen. We've had
or dried out and heat exhausted.
Yes. Yeah. We have had so many calves start out in the bathtub to get them warmed up, start them off with lukewarm water and slowly increase the temperature of the water so that we don't shock them.
And rub them all
over.
Get them moving.
Mm-hmm. So many calves.
I have actually had better luck with cold cattle than I have with really hot cattle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd rather deal with one in December than in July.
This year, it was February and March that we were dealing with calves because of the polar vortex. Yeah.
I helped one guy that calved during the polar vortex.
Mm-hmm. And we got 2 calves.
30 head, lost 2 and bottle fed 2 out of 30 head. I thought we did pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought we did real good.
Yeah.
And the 2 that we lost, they were dead when we found them. We didn't find them in time to do anything. So
bottle fed every cow they ever had. Cool. You learned responsibility young. Spend the night away because calves couldn't spend the night away because calves had to be fed. My folks didn't feed for me or you wouldn't get the money. It does. It teaches a work ethic and it teaches you rarely, I have come across them, but you rarely find a farm kid or a kid exposed to farm culture that does not have a good work ethic. They are taught, and they usually are taught, and most families do something like that to where the kids reap the benefits as well. Our kids, we did it several different ways. Like we weren't always we also taught them that part of being part of the family is contributing to the family. And so
help grow the food.
You help grow the food
business.
And so they would see, okay, this calf, we helped, and this calf, and we do something would happen for them and to help with the calves. But they had a very realistic view. We've never had much money. We've lived simply, and they always saw a direct result of their labor, that it contributed to what was on the plate. It contributed to bills getting paid or whatever. They understood that, and they're all three very hard workers and have a good work ethic.
Our daughter works at Casey's.
Our youngest one.
Our youngest one. And they know when they need somebody, when things fall apart, they can call her and she'll show up and do what she's asked.
Yep.
And man, that's a lot to be said for somebody anymore. Mm-hmm. Used to, I guess back when I was young, we thought that was part of it.
Right.
Somebody show up and do what they're asked until it's done, and not say it's done when it's not. There's a lot to that. And I tell my kids, I said, man, that'll feed you. Yep. That'll take care of you. You can show up and do what you asked. And that's a lot. I mean, that makes you a good employee.
There's always something to do on the farm. That's right. There is. There's always something to do. And
part of our channel, what's important to me is that we show kind of where things come from, like the how-to, but I also like the ranching stuff, because I think that we've got a struggle here in our nation where people don't have a connection to how our basic needs are provided. People don't know where the food comes from or where the food goes. And that's just, it causes such a disconnect that makes it hard for us to, not only hard for us to value the things we should value, but it also makes it hard for us to understand our value. Mm-hmm. When we can't understand exactly how things are done and how the basic process of our needs being met, where that comes from. I think it takes away from our value. And I'm not saying you have to raise everything you eat or anything like that. I'm just saying you need to know how it works.
Yeah.
And so we did have somebody on here earlier, I think, that was maybe I remember something else, that lives in the city and kind of watches a lot of homestead videos. Man, there's value to that because you begin to understand what it takes.
Yeah.
Where it comes from. And I would encourage you, if you're doing that, to also go watch some of the commercial operators' channels.
Yeah.
And one of the smaller direct-to-consumers that you could watch is VW Family Farms. Mm-hmm. Sandy Brock, commercial sheep operation. Go watch her stuff. Go watch some of the commercial operators and see how they're raising beef and chicken and lamb and stuff like that, because there's a lot of work to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've got 7 people in here, 9 thumbs
up.
Yay,
9 thumbs. That's pretty good.
Somebody.
8 people now. So seems most city folk end up being scarecrows, unlike the reality of farms. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Miss Jan!
Hey.
Oh, she was harvesting in the garden, started to comment, and her phone died.
Oh, man. What were you harvesting, Jan? I'm going to say tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Maybe okra.
Peppers.
Squash.
If she has any squash left.
Yeah.
It's kind of late. If you didn't replant squash, it's kind of late. Guys, exciting. I'm going to have to go clean out my herb bed, my herb garden. Stuff survived. Survived the spray. Some stuff survived the spray.
Tomatoes and green beans.
Tomatoes and beans.
Very good, Jan.
So, yeah. It is. We are, yeah. Lori can shoot and clean a deer, but she doesn't know if she could do a pig or a cow. Very similar to a deer, especially a cow. Just much larger, of course. And you can, Lori, butcher a calf that isn't quite as mature. Now, the fat content won't be there. It'll be very lean meat. We have done that. We've had to butcher calves that had gotten injured or whatever, and the meat is good. It's just lean. There's not the marbling and everything that you would get from a finished beef. But you could do it. If you can do a deer, you could do a pig and a cow. It's a lot of work. We did a cow one time, big oak, like a mama cow that got stuck in a pond. We called it the Brontosaurus. That was never ending.
We hung it overnight to chill it out, and it froze solid.
It was really cold in the wintertime.
Oh, mercy. Yeah, that was a lot of work.
Oh, I missed the speed. Went a little fast. Roy says, yeah, we would bring the feeder calves to them, to the farm that raised them for slaughter. Okay. Grew up poor. You learn when you need something, you either make it or improvise. That is true, John.
Use it up, wear it out, make do or do
without. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Heather says it's the same. You can do it.
It is. It is a little overwhelming to go to something bigger, but it is the same deal.
We raise and sell our we raise our own beef and pigs and chickens and lamb now. We'll have So we raise
started in the sheep industry.
Yeah, we raise our own. Right now, we typically are selling them on the hoof, so they'll go to the pigs especially, but we do the calves this is wet way as well. We take them we raise them, we take them to the butcher, and then you pay us and pay the butcher for the processing. And we sell a whole quarter and whole half and a quarter, except for the chicken.
Yeah, we sell a lot of finished beef, but we also do backgrounding.
Yeah,
which we're selling them at 600 weights or so. So we do both on that.
Just contacted a guy. Jan says she just contacted a guy about buying an Angus. No word yet.
Cool.
Roy says he raised them up into fat cattle. Yep. And shipping. Yeah, we ship. We do the backgrounding cattle. The ones that we work with Stewart Farms on. They're backgrounding. So probably we haven't decided yet. We are going to keep at this point. We are going to keep Freeman for a beef calf, but we're going to need a beef before any of our calves are big enough. So we're going to have to purchase another calf and for our next beef, which we'll need one for spring.
Yeah, we're looking to buy a few more to fatten out for butcher.
Yeah, we typically will do a couple. Anguish.
Anguish cattle.
Anguish.
I've seen some cattle that caused some anguish. I worked some last week that caused some anguish.
Oh,
I got run over by some cattle, not this past week, week before. Was that one? Yeah, week before.
You got run over.
I got run over by a calf. I got kicked in the hip by a calf it ran past me, like open plenty of room, and as it ran past me, it kicked me right above the belt line. I'm like, you sorry rascal. And I wanted to swing around and hit it with my stick, but and I got run over by one in the chute. She's backed up. She had plenty of room. I was going to reach in there and latch the gate. She ran me right over. And then I threw a calf in a pen. He was a little too small for our chute we had working, so I just threw him in a pen and realized that my back was right to his mama on the other side of the fence. And she was blowing and snorting and stomping right behind me the whole time I was holding him down while we branded him and castrated, or we didn't brand, while we castrated him and we gave him some shots and stuff. And it was quite the experience to have that cow blowing down my neck the whole time. Boss was just laughing. I said, don't be laughing because I'm running over you if she gets through that fence. So, but yeah, cattle can cause anguish.
They can cause a lot of anguish. My poor dad got run over by a bull one time and broke some ribs and dislocated his shoulder and split his lip. He was pretty banged up. They were loading the bull, and the farm dog ran the bull back. He didn't want him going in the trailer, so the dog ran up, and Daddy was trying to put him in the trailer. Daddy and the guy that he bought the bull off of tried to load him, and the dog went ahead of him and run the bull back on him. and Daddy couldn't get out of the way fast enough.
Yeah, Lori, it's a good idea to buy from a producer or a butcher.
Yes.
Which a butcher is just kind of second step producer. He's actually producing the meat out of the animal.
Yeah, and you're correct. There is a huge difference in the taste. Huge difference.
Commercially processed and commercially handled.
Yes.
So the big thing you're seeing difference between your processor and the commercially, buy one at the grocery store. It's how long that meat's been on the shelf and being handled. And you get a better product.
And it can be, it can be the stress as well. Absolutely. Not always, but it can be the stress. It can be the age of the cattle. It can be, a lot of things, a lot of factors there. A lot of factors.
I like Angus cattle. I seen Janice. We've been mentioning Angus cattle. I like black cattle. A lot of it, they got a little Angus or Simmental bloodline in them. They tend to marble out well, and Herefords will too. But Herefords they have some health ailments. Sometimes they're a little harder to deal with, but they are.
The boss says hi. He's out on the fishing pond. Well, tell Kevin hi for us, Miss Jan. We have a funny story about when we came to Kansas. We came to Kansas, and Stewart's gave us half a beef whenever we came, or not half a beef. It was quarter beef when we got here. And we had not eaten much beef when we were in Wyoming. We ate a lot of elk. We ate buffalo. We ate antelope and lamb and pig. Pork and chicken, of course. But we didn't eat a lot of beef. And we didn't have the opportunity to raise our own beef. And so
when we raised them in Oklahoma, we sold most of
them. Right.
We didn't eat very many of them.
Right. And we were pretty hand to mouth at the time, and we could get enough deer, and we would eat like broken legged stuff and stuff like that. And sometimes our family would share meat with us, but anyway, we got here to Kansas, and I had cooked a roast, I believe it was, for Sunday dinner, which is lunch here, just so you know. Sunday dinner, and had sat down to eat it.
Hello, Joy Bless.
Sat down to eat it, and Luke says, Dad, I got up out of the table to got away from the table to get something. Luke says, Dad. And our son Luke cannot whisper, just so you know. He says, Dad, something's wrong with this deer. It tastes funny. It was beef. He says, that's because it's a beef roast, huh, son? And it had been so long since he'd had, a beef roast that he didn't know what a beef roast.
We got to working around the ranches and stuff, though, and he started eating a lot more beef. And the kid will tell you now, he's in Kansas City, and his friends will talk about eating a steak. He said, you want a real steak? Let me bring one home.
Yeah, and he'll like the hamburger. Even when he grills hamburgers and stuff, the kids think it's way.
This is amazing what you do. I got good beef.
Got good beef. Yeah. You never know the junk that's in commercially.
That can be true. It's not always true, but it can be. There is some water chloride, some chloride products and stuff that they put in. Yeah. Stuff there is, and it's handled differently. The stress factors and stuff, and it can be, and that causes stress hormones in the meat. That causes the enzymes to break the meat down differently.
Right. But interesting about the different cattle issues. Yeah. Where's the beef, Jan says.
Well, there's a little left in the freezer, Jan.
Little left. We got, Hoppy, we had her completely ground, and we've got quite a bit of burger, because she didn't finish out. We couldn't let her finish out because she was getting where she couldn't hardly walk. And so we needed to have her process before she got so heavy she couldn't walk. So she didn't have a lot of marbling. Caleb, I always want to call him Jacob, which is his cousin. Caleb aged her out for us. And that's an important thing if you're doing grass-fed. So she was grass-fed. We did feed her some grain, but she was mostly grass-fed. And so
Heather, I bet that's a very good cross.
What's
Angus Jersey.
Oh, yeah. I bet that's a good one.
Jersey cattle, if you fatten them all the way out, which it takes longer, you got to feed them more. But if you fatten a Jersey all the way out till it is finished, It is amazing beef. Amazing.
Tell them what the chain in the nose is for. Roy says, "Tell them."
It's to control them.
Control them.
It's to control them.
You can put a long pole with a hook on it to control them.
The ring in their nose and do that, or you can put a tongue on. Yeah. I've seen, working cattle in a head gate, put tongues on, pull their head up. But
cool.
Buy pork and chicken.
Chicken at her meat market. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, so Deborah.
You've got a custom butcher that's got a market. That's cool. It is, there is commercially done things and there's artisanally done things. And artisanally done, usually they pay attention to some details, and that's nice. Usually little custom meat markets like that are more artisanal. Yeah, you can get the bull off of you with that stick. Yep. And keep the ring off. Yep. My dad grew up, they had Guernsey cattle. They showed and raised Guernsey show cattle and milk Guernseys, and they had a Guernsey bull, and he still got the hook they made because they would, if they got a hold of his ring, they could control him. But if they went in there without the ring, he was just come unwound on it. So they made a really long pole with the hook, so they get a hold of him in the pen, and then they can get in there with him and get the chain on it. And so that is about controlling them. Yep. Deborah Felix says, had to cook dinner and feed the family. That's important. Yeah. That's important. We are doing great. Busy, but doing great. Holstein bulls are bad. We've not dealt with a lot of Holstein bulls. We've done a lot. We usually steer the calves. Steers, yeah. Dad he bought some Holstein steers, and one didn't get cut. And he had him for a little while, and he actually bred a couple of heifers. And then we cut him, and he was pretty good size when we cut him. And that's been a long time ago. Oh, we got Simple Grower. Hello. Yeah. Freezer ready in 18 months. Yep. Yeah. What was the Yummy Combo? I missed. Yummy Combo was the Jersey. The Jersey Angus. Yes. Yeah. Angus Jersey. She's saying yeah. Freezer ready in 18 months. That's about the same as an Angus. That's good. Yep. It's really good. That's really good. Cool. Hello, everybody. Awesome. Painted your barn. Awesome. Cool. Oh, there's Miss Lynette. Hey, Coffee Angels and Crafts, Simple Grower. We got 13 people in here right now. Hard apple cider. At least the first farm at Ferment. That's cool. I'm making apple cider vinegar right now. Yeah. We like our Jersey. Miss Jan. We like our Jersey a lot. And milk's amazing. She's amazing. Yep. Guys, I've been around cattle my whole life, and I've learned so much about the way cattle move and think and do things just from that milk cow. Yeah. Just from having hands on her all the time. Oh, Jan's got your seeds ready, Miss Lynette. Short loin. Short loin. My favorite cat's a short loin. Is that like a beef tip? No, it's like it's the farther back end of the T-bone. Oh, gotcha. Okay. That they are calm cattle. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, our cattle are calm. You guys see our wild broncs that we have in the videos. Our wild bulls. Yeah, I like to handle cattle that are easy to handle. And it takes some work to make cattle like that. Not all cattle will do that. Brahma crosses. I've had Brahma crosses that handled easy, but if you didn't handle them easy, you were in for a fight. It was a fight you wouldn't win. Right. And so. Yes, the temperament of the Jerseys is pretty awesome. Yeah. And Jan and talking about canning, putting up tomatoes. Cool. Roasted peppers, yum. Upper hip. Yeah. Okay. Upper hip. Okay. Because our loin. So I would probably call that the sirloin. The sirloin. I'm guessing that's be like a sirloin tip. Yeah. Or a sirloin. Okay. Sirloin. Because we call the loin is actually like the back strap or the. Yeah.
Yeah, John's gonna go fix supper and
All
do
right.
some leather work before bed. All
Eat
right.
some for me, John. Eat some for me.
Yes, if you could.
If it was all ribeyes, man, I'd make a fortune if I could make one all ribeyes.
That would be something.
Yeah,
all ribeyes.
That's what I will have a cow butcher, and somebody's like, I need more ribeyes. I'm like, man, there's only so many on beef. I can't make that change.
We can't make a change.
But I can tell you that there are lots of other steaks that are very good. Sirloin steaks are amazing.
Yeah.
Sirloin steaks are amazing. The chuck eye steaks are amazing. I would compare them to a ribeye. They are a little tougher, but they are still really marbled up, flavorful.
I was checking to see, make sure. Flank steak, yeah.
Yeah, flank steak, that's an odd cut, but yeah,
that's good.
Flank steak makes a really good chicken fry.
It does. Makes a very
really
good chicken fry.
Fried steak, when I was young, when we first married, that's the only way I wanted to eat steak.
Come on, Jan. Jan's coming over for milking lessons. Marinated, yeah. Marinate that stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit of vinegar.
There is so many cuts of beef and steak that you can do so much with. It's so versatile, and even hamburgers versatile.
Checking to make sure Doug's not live. I need to get, if he is, we need to get moving.
Yeah. Roy's loaded some mean ones. I have too, Roy. I've dealt with some that just weren't fun. We dealt with some kind of crazy rough ones this last couple weeks ago. We just had a bad setup, and we were asking them to do stuff they didn't understand what we were asking them to do.
Yeah.
Chicken fried steak. Yep, I like that.
Okay, Jan, I'll give you my address, but Google Maps will not get you to my address. So I'll give you directions. And that's the easy. It's not that hard.
Never thought.
Small.
Never thought of cows as being small until you start counting the ribeyes.
Yes, those 400 and 500 waiters.
Doug posted no live tonight.
No live tonight. Okay, awesome. Okay. That way we don't have to worry about going over the top of him. We don't have to worry about going over the top of him. Good night, Heather. Yeah, we like to be considerate if we can, and yeah, they don't want to load sometimes. They don't want.
Roy, the way cattle perceive things, a lot of times when you're trying to load cattle, they think you're asking them to run into a wall. There's a color change there for them, or a lighting change for them, and it really helps if the setup's right.
Yeah.
Now I got to tell you that 2 weeks ago we were moving these calves and we couldn't get them to go through chutes, and we couldn't get them to do things we were wanting them to do. We backed the trailer up there and we brought these two bulls out, and they were fighting the whole time, and the boss had to jump in the middle of them. I just knew he was going to get run over. I'm talking 1,900 to 2,000 pound Angus or Angus Simmental cross bulls, and there's something to it. It's Angus Simmental cross bull, head bigger than I am, big old bulls, and we brought them through the chutes. And one of them, I had to whoop him on the butt to get him to squeeze through one of the gates because he was wide as the gate. But when we got him in there, I thought, man, I don't want to fight them when we get to this little chute we had built there. They saw that open trailer. They knew what it was. Point in the right direction. They walked up in there. And we separated them so they wouldn't fight anymore. When cattle know what they're being asked to do, and those bulls have been moved from cows to cows to cows so much, they know what a trailer is. When they know what they were being asked to do, that helps a whole lot.
Oh, Ed's here. Hi, Ed. No problem. No worries being late. Yeah, Jan, it's really easy to get here. Just GPS makes it really hard. And I have tried to do the Google thing where I assign the little postcard and try to and drop a pin and do all that. And they didn't change nothing. Didn't change nothing at all. But yeah. So basically, usually what I have people do is put in the coordinates, if they're going to use Google Maps, coordinates of our street number and the other road number, the intersection coordinates. They just put in that intersection and it'll give them directions. But yeah. And
it's easy to find a place.
It is easy to find. So yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that. We'd love to have you guys come visit us. That'd be awesome.
We're going to be in Northwest Arkansas next week.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to leave early this week and go out there. Got to have a drink. We're going to leave Miss Hannah in charge and some friends, and they're going to all take care of the homestead. Oh man. Ed, you need to say hello to Miss Lynette. Oh goodness. Coffee, angel crabs. It's hard to keep everybody straight, isn't it, Ed? Oh me, where?
It's all right, Lynette. Just keep calling him crazy instead.
Oh man. It's been a busy week. Very busy week cleaning up around the homestead. Gary's been doing a lot of cleaning up. And I've been doing a lot of canning. He's been helping me some. He helped me with pears and apples. Sorry, Coffee Angel Craft. My apology. Oh gosh. Oh. I think he's picking on her a bit.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm gonna invite you to a couple things. Definitely come to the Ozark Homestead Expo in Bentonville, Arkansas this next week. It's going on inside the Benton County Fair.
Yep.
Several different speakers.
Yep. Joyce from Worst Patch of Heaven is Tuesday. I forgot.
Hardiness Approach.
Hardiness Approach is Friday.
BW Family Farms is Saturday.
Yep. BW Family Farms is Saturday.
Pathways Homestead is Thursday.
And I forgot who was Wednesday. Somebody's Wednesday, and I forgot who it is. Yeah. Yeah, Ed, that would happen when you make it from Louisiana to...
The crazy part?
Yeah.
Oh.
He always picks on you. I imagine so.
And then I'd also like to invite you, besides to that, if you guys are so inclined to listen to Bible teaching, go on Facebook to First Baptist Church, Madison, Kansas. And we post all our Bible teaching sermons on there. And if you can't get enough of my ugly face, or you enjoy good Bible teaching, please, and I think it's good.
It is.
Please come check that out. First Baptist Church, Madison, Kansas on Facebook. And you will be able to see our church's Bible teaching.
Good night, Roy. Roy's got to go.
Yeah. See you later, Roy. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in. I think.
It said Doug's not going to be live tonight.
Yeah.
But it says
that it's scheduled, but he didn't ever go live. Okay. So something must have happened that he needed. That's all right. Well, y'all, we're an hour and 10 minutes in. We probably ought to get going because we got to go do chores. Yeah. I've got to finish editing. He's going to go do some of the chores. I'm going to finish editing and uploading a video for tomorrow. And then I'll go home and help you milk and probably pick garden and try to get a little video shot if the wind lays down. Still looks pretty breezy out there. Well, y'all, thanks for coming in. Yeah, you can pick on Lori too. She'll take it. She'll pick right back though. Thank you, Cart. We need a name for you, buddy. Just Car. We could just call you Car.
Car. Just call you Scar.
Scar. Yeah.
Scar.
KK.
Only two.
Take out. Yeah. Anyway, I about got Henri there too.
Seemed like you just got here. Well,
yeah, maybe you did.
I understand how much you'd like to see my beautiful wife's face. And so go check out our videos.
Yep.
Watch them all.
Yep.
Give us some view time. That would sure help us out. So
KK's good.
right.
Man.
Well, thank you guys.
Thanks. We appreciate y'all so much. Yeah. And we just hope you got a blessing out of our cutting up and honoriness. I
never expected the community that we have here.
No, it's been awesome. I think that has been the absolute best about YouTube is the family, building the family. It's really fun. Thank you guys for coming in tonight and sitting with us this afternoon.
And remember,
God made you special.
And He loves you very much.
Y'all have a blessed week. Love you guys.